Hi, good morning. Yes, so today I'm going to do Janae. Well, it's actually Janae and Velvet versus the Manson sisters because I put the title like that, but I'm looking at it and I'm seeing that Velvet also was against. Sorry, I jump in middle conversation in my head. So, okay, so today I'm gonna do a live on. I think it's Janae versus the the Manson sisters. But like I said, as I'm looking at it now, more now, I see that Velvet also came up against them as well. Recently, I am a little behind on my videos. Yes, you know how it goes, chill, holidays and stuff. So some of the stuff what I'm doing is might be late to others, but um I am seeing certain stuff, and I'm seeing that there is a lot going on with the Manson sisters. There's a lot going on with Janae. Well, actually, there's not a lot going. The only thing that's going on with Janae is Solar, but Janae has come out and she spoke up for herself because um, the Manson sisters took it on themselves to keep bringing her up. They keep talking about the malicious persecution thing. They keep talking about other stuff. And what is really interesting about it is that how Janae seems like she's awake. She seems like she's awake to me. But like I saw one live what she did to answer back the girls because Velvet did answer them back. I think I have to do that on another time. So Velvet answers them back because I think that's the one I was supposed to originally do. But I'm gonna do Janae. Oh, sorry, can you hear me? I've been talking all this time and it's not been on. What I was saying is that I'm gonna do a live on Janae versus the twins, the Manson sisters. But what I'm seeing is the how Velvet also was answering them as well, was responding to them. So I'm gonna put Janae's side because I can't find the twin, the Manson, the cult um prodding her because I know they prod her. They do prod her. They keep putting out that she's wrong and um they were there and everybody wants to be in Nature Boy's energy and this, that, and the other. And recently, like I said, I did the Chat GBT thing, which was ridiculous. Um, so what I'm gonna definitely do is put Janae's response to the Manson sisters because she responded to them and I'm gonna look at Velvet's one and see if I need to put Velvet's one. If I do need to, I know Velvet answers them all the time. She always responds to them, and I don't want to make it a long life to be honest, when when I do carbonation, particularly the cult lives, they go into 1 or 2 hours because they say so much rubbish. Um, it's the contradictions. So, and also being when you have watched them for a long period of time, um, until now. I mean, I don't watch them as much now. I mean, I only watch Medea's channel or Lego Sachet channel or another channel apart from that, to see what's going on, because they're trying to recruit, and they're trying to say Janae was wrong to put him in jail, but the man was heading to jail anyway. So Janae did respond. I mean, I do like how she responded. I ain't gonna lie on this one. Janae normally rubs me up the wrong way, right? I'm gonna show you a past one of Janae, what I did when I used to commentate on her, and she used to rub me the wrong way because she would do the most stupidest things. Oops. And I'll be like, why do that? Like, because one, she's Jamaican. I can't never get around my head why she was falls for the rabbit in the hat. But I guess like we all fall for the rabbit in the hat sometimes, isn't it? So I'm gonna show you my first one. Like, she has kind of changed her tune to a certain extent. Um and she don't over make up herself like she used to. She's the answers that she gave the Manson sisters, was some of it was warranted. She's actually um gave, like, it seemed like she didn't just say random stuff like she normally does and whatever. I know she says that she saved them, but there is other things that she also brings up as well. But I'm gonna do a before, so you can see how she was before, for those who don't know who Janae, aka Nefertiri, was or was like before. So I'm gonna show this one. Let me see if I can.
What I gotta say now about it, it was good while it lasted. Some things were bad, and some things were good. And I'm really just grateful for the lessons. And I'm grateful for like God got them for me right now. It came so easily. You know what I'm saying? Things are coming going so smoothly right now. I'm so focused. I'm really focused. I've learned a lot. I've also learned a lot from him being very smart and intelligent. I've learned to also keep focus, how to keep focus and keep going. Um, and I'm just thankful, man. I'm thankful. I cannot be other than nothing but thankful for what I've gone through, because now I actually really fucking know. I actually really learned a lesson this time. Oh, I don't think she learned. She's gonna be right next to him. No, I'm not. And like I'm gonna be okay. Unless some kind of magical miracle happened to where something really shifts up, I'm good right here. I'm good right here. And I really would like God to continue to bless me and continue to make me flourish and grow. And I pray that He's doing greatness, like He will. He's set up really great. He will tell you He has a magical chart. He got, great things happening for His life. You know,
And there's still the astrology crazy. It's like, has the astrology helped you through life? Has it taught you anything worthwhile that you can literally say, okay, I've experienced this, I come out the other end, and now I'm doing this for myself? Repeating generational curses once again. Nothing new never changes. Repetition. Like, most women learn after how many times they learn how they got to put out new hooks, new worms, turn their self around, sit with their self.
and yes, I like men. Yes, I've been in plenty of polygamous relationships. Right now, just focus on Janae right now, bro. How about monogamy for Janae? A relationship with me. How about that? Obviously, she wants monogamy. Yeah, I do. I deserve it. I deserve it, bro. I deserve it. I deserve it. I do a lot. I'm many women in one. I deserve it.
The only thing I think she still is looking for love. She's looking for love and she's looking for that man, um, that king, that man to make her wife. You know what I mean? That's the only thing about Janae I feel hasn't changed. You know, this I did this video how long ago when she came out of carbonation before she put the charges on him and that she was she still is kind of like, you know, with most people, you know, like people go through a whole heap of stuff and I see the from this from this video to the one that I'm going to show, there is a slight difference. Maybe something clicked. I don't know. I mean, she said she was doing therapy, but so did um what's her name? Velvet was doing therapy as well. But what I'm noticing with this one, you see, now I can compare how she is now, how she was then to how she's now, and I can kind of spot a little bit of difference. But it's just that she needs to not deal with solar and think every man loves you and da, da, da. Yeah, she just needs to deal with that because I think this was her biggest trouble with the cult, right? And I feel it took for her to go through what she went through that day when he was gonna make her queen, and then she said, "I slept with Solar," and he kicked off. I know people. I'm bringing up old stuff, yeah, and and then he laughed at her. He kind of mocked her, and I think it also pushed her over the edge as well. And I feel that the wives was the other women, the other girls was jealous of her as well. And I personally, to be honest with you, I don't like Janae like that. You know what I mean? I don't like Janae like that. Like maybe in real life she might be a likable person, but um yeah, I feel like once you watch them on Scream and stuff like that, I mean, like even Elizabeth's situation, when I heard of Elizabeth's situation, who was in Crown Mendelin as well, which I need to bring up. Well, I can see that Elizabeth have a lot of potential. She knows who she is. She seems to be going places. Okay, you hear a bump in the road, and now like she's building life. Now Janae took Janae a little while longer to get there. You know, I feel, and yeah, and because the girls keep coming after her, Velvet, I don't really feel bad for True and all whoever else, but because they keep coming after her, because if it wasn't for her, right, they will be still be there. All of them will still be there, getting abused day in, day out, whatever, going through all sorts of stuff, um, fights, this, that, and the other. I feel um, that how they would still be there, you know. So I'm gonna let this play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get to the recent one of her answering the carbonation, the Manson sisters, as I call them, because they do remind me of the Mansons in so many ways. When they shaved off their hair, um, I feel if given an order to do certain stuff, they will do it. Um, they are still recruiting people. Yeah, that's why I like when Medea or whoever is in the sector comes and breaks it all down and brings it back down to because they go on like they ain't been through nothing. And yes, she was on Cyanetta's panel, Janae as well, and she was talking what happened to her, but they keep calling him their king, their husband, their this and that, but they're not married to him. And yeah, so this is just for, right, I'm also comparing how Janae was to how she is now, and the answers she gave back to the Manson sisters. So I'm gonna play just a little bit more, and then that's it, and then we're gonna move on.
Fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you talking about. I deserve it. Fuck what you talking about is in your chart or not. Like, come on, like the fuck, like, man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. It's okay. It is okay. Cool. But anyway, y'all, yeah, the tower moment hit, smacked us both, and now we're getting our stuff together. He's probably somewhere happy having hour-long conversations with women, so it's okay. And men, you know, like you would say, I talk to a lot of people, you know, I meant.
And I think this is when she was with Solar. To be honest, I'm looking at her. I think this is when she was with Solar before. Anyway, that is play.
To network, I have to have friends. Okay, cool, do that. You know what I'm saying? Do that. But yeah, so moving forward, now that there's no more questions, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comment box below. If I missed them, sorry. I was just talking up a lot. I just wanted to address this real quick. I'm doing good. Got a job. I'm getting this money. Doing a lot. Providing a lot of service and value. Um, just wanted to be better for the world, and I gotta be better for myself first. Duh. But I want to be better for the world. I want to be better for y'all. I want to be better for myself. And I got a lot of things going, man. And we're just going.
Anyone who takes empower. Okay, so I'm not going to go through my commentary right now. So I'm going to stop this one, and I'm going to go to how she is now. Okay. Let's the beginning. Where is it? Because I can't find the one where the girls, because they keep coming after her, and I can't find one particular one because they come after her to use malicious persecution thing. So, um, Janae's come out and spoken because they keep sending darts in her direction.
Jayon, my beautiful Jayon, Jesus Christ, she's very beautiful, knows how to speak, has conviction when she speaks her words, but it's for the wrong reasons, and it's so sad. Jayon was R worded, and I'm gonna do my best not to say the word just for conversation sake, and also for people who want to post this on your YouTube, so you won't get flagged. But Jayon was R worded the first time he penetrated her. I'm talking about Nature Boy. R worded. The reason why she is so gun hold on trying to point out that I lied is because she's lying to herself. Many times, Kayla had sexual intercourse with Nature Boy, which was not many times, by the way, which is why they're holding on to their life, because he's promising them the child that he already took away from them. Boom. And it's never going to happen because he's not going to get out of jail. And I'm going to tell you why. Kayla, every time that they had sexual intercourse, what happened? She would check her vagina because she would probably have a breakout. She would check her vagina. I will watch her. Got a mirror, looking at her vagina, seeing if everything was okay. But this is a man you want to free and go back to the diseases that he carried. Not even just physical diseases, but mental disease, spiritual disease.
because they are scared to live in a normal environment. They're scared to live in a normal world. They're scared to be like normal people because they believe that how he is their savior. I mean, they said it numbers of times. They that like I will especially I feel Zoka particularly who was um like an auction, see, like an auction kind of situation where he had all the girls stand up. Now, Soka had an eczema breakout, and you can see it on her skin, and he had them stand up, like as well, and it was like an auction of the girls, and she was smiling. Though she was smiling, she looked in her face, she wasn't happy. One, I feel because of the baby situation that she lost. Another thing, I feel she still loves Solar. Yes, she does. But because he never fought for her when he was there. So she believes that how Nature Boy is the hero kind of thing. But in fact, he's not the hero, he's the villain in all of this. But she's like, she can't see it. Or though saying that, right, she did try to escape carbonation or the cult, but she will never admit to it. She'll never admit to it. She, like Malia, has tried to run, but even I can even give another example. During her pregnancy, she lost so much weight. Hi, Phoenix. She lost so much weight, so much weight. I would say she was abused, but in another way. And it's like they always say that the victim of abuse fights harder for the abuser, right? We see it numbers of time. We see it online all the time, where the victim will literally fight for the abuser, right? He would do her a lot of stuff, even in DV situations. I feel that if Solar was a different type of person, if his mind was straight, because though he's young, he can be also like, I'm thinking, because as I'm talking, things are coming to my mind. So if I'm talking and it's like I've jumped from one thing to the other, it's because when I'm talking, there's certain things will come to my mind. And I can say that how if he was a different type of man, if he was a man who would stand up for her, like how some people came there and they was there for like a couple of days and they went because they were strong. If he was stronger minded and strong in body, but because he was there for so long, I can't remember how long he was in carbonation for, right? But he never fought for Zoka. And I feel Zoka is very much hurt by that. And the fact that he goes to Janae, the one who broke down carbonation in the first place, she feels like she's betrayed. Okay, and I'm just talking because it's like yesterday when everything was just flowing like water. It was literally flowing. And that's what I feel. Now, whether or not I can sit through their lives for hours, the only way I can sit through their lives for hours is when Medea and Logos put them up, because they feel that they're doing something. They are conscious. They are aware. We're in nature, but there's a lot of contradictions. So when they see Natiri out here kind of living, because let's think about it. Janae is really living. She's living. She and Velvet is living. It's only that Velvet hasn't lost certain things, right? But Janae kind of have shifted a little bit. The only thing I don't give her a medal for right about now is that she's back with solo. That's the only thing. But apart from that, she can literally make better of herself. She can become something great because she has that ability. Now, normally, like I said before, I showed you a video of her when she will come on a live all made up and she answers back these girls. Now, this time is different. You know why it's different? She's not all made up like a dolly. She's not got on all her weaves on and stuff on and her nails on and her this on and her that on and and she's acting in front of the camera and she's literally sitting down and she's having a conversation with the audience and she's literally telling them, well, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Phoenix. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm able to follow you easily. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think my Wi-Fi goes a bit crazy. But if I have to cut the, I always have to edit out the stupid little mishaps, the little technology foolishness that happens. The the buffering and that. But so that's what I feel with Janae. Janae is different than she was when she was with Solar, when she was around Nature Boy. There is a little bit of a difference in it, and I'm not a Janae fan. Okay, so let's get that right. I'm not a fan of Janae. Medea can tell you I'm not a fan of Janae. I'm not a fan of Velvet. I kind of like Elizabeth a little bit. I like Elizabeth a little bit. Um, out of the women, the men, I'm not sure. The men, no one stand out to me as I'm it. I'm it. Like yeah, they haven't stood up like that. True. Aaron, don't give me that thing. I don't feel it from him. I feel he hoodwinks Lisa says what and Medea, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, out of the men, I don't see none of them that's apart from the ones who was there way before, like Bubba Kevin. Bubba Kevin is living and breathing what I'll say carbonation should be doing. Um and he don't be on he be so busy. I feel he don't even be online half the time. I don't know about Phoenix so much vibes or flow. Yeah, she seems like she's out of it, totally out of it. Faith is still kind of in it a little bit. I hear it in her, and I don't watch her. I don't listen to her no more. I like Janae talking as herself and not as a character. Phoenix Rising was my favorite. I think I know who Phoenix Rising is. I think I know who you're talking about. I think Phoenix is the one who gave him the money for the land. I think that's the one you're talking about. But when Janae's herself like this, I can deal with it because I can see, okay, this is Janae. She ain't acting. She ain't all up in the blinking screen being extra. She's just talking. She's just talking. She's having a conversation, and I'm all right with
it. Carrying around STDs. And we didn't love ourselves enough to pull ourselves away. But the moment we decide to love ourselves enough to pull ourselves away, that's when we get it. And a lot of people will ask, well, why did you stay so long? Why would you go back and forth? It takes 7 to 10 times to leave your abuser or your manipulative user or someone that you've really, truly loved or had some Stockholm syndrome for. Boom, that's Stockholm syndrome, what they have. And I'm not here to attack them. I'm just bringing up truths that people need to understand, that they need to understand. The reason why he's in jail is because he cannot admit to what he's done. Point blank period. If he was able to admit, just like Polite, and since you want to compare, which is not good to compare this man to Polite, R. Kelly, P. Diddy, but keep going, make him look more bad than he already is. This man cannot admit to what he's done to the divine feminine. Point blank period. He's talking about God as a woman. Repent for your sins against the woman. Release the women that you have underneath your control. Maybe your life would get better. But we spiritual.
But he won't release them, Janae, because he needs them. He needs them. He needs them to keep him going in jail. He needs them. He needs them to spread his message. He will tell them anything to keep them under his shadow. Right? He's not going to allow them to go. Even Malia now, everyone's asking where Malia is now. Now, the girls haven't even said, well, okay, Malia's here. You know, like they pan over, like, you know, Malia's here. Like, you know, they haven't done that, right? Everyone's questioning where Malia is. Malia could even be in hospital now, for all we know, right? He will keep them chained to him. As long as he's in prison, he will keep them chained to him. Maybe, like, even Aya, I don't believe Aya has left the cult. You know, I feel she just wants to do her own thing away from the girls because she's 30 years old or past 30. So she kind of have a grown mind. But the girls, those girls are so encapsulated with Nature Boy. They are prepared to do whatever. It's like they made a pact with him and they can't break it. It's like an invisible pact, I think it's called. So they have to make sure he gets money for his commissary. They know he ain't coming out. They know that, but they got to play the role. So when any question, if in case it happens that he gets an appeal or whatever, and he said to them, "Did you fight for me?" Right? They got proof because it's all over online, and they are trying. But like people say, it's like they're trying to keep him in there because they're not helping it by any means necessary. They are making it harder for him to come out, to appeal or whatever, because they are showing his manipulation, how he manipulates young people and how he can get into people's heads. And Efaru particularly, which I think her being who she is, because she's always spaced out. She always loved Nature Boy, I believe, but it's like Nature Boy never loved Efaru, but Efaru in her mind believes, oh, he loves me and blah blah blah. That's why they always say my husband, my king. Push is 37. I remember because my daughter is 37. I think I know who that is.
Maybe your life would get better. Maybe if you release these women off of your control, admit your wrongdoings on women, maybe your life would get a smidget better. I'm gonna go ahead and help you out because apparently y'all need help spiritually. So let's go ahead and like clock the T, bust the illusion, yeah, like y'all are saying. But at the same time,
oh yeah, Aya is she's 37. Yeah, Efaru there's something wrong with her. If he tells her to do something, she will do it because she's very, very controlled by Nature Boy. If he gives the order now to unalive herself, she will do it. She'll be scared, but she'll do it. She was ready to fight Malia at a drop of a hat when he gave the order to fight Malia. If she is capable of doing that, she's capable of anything and everything, because her and Zoka are the most dangerous, I feel. Her and Zoka. Maybe Malia is dangerous as well, because Malia held a pow for him when a lady approached them in Atlanta, and she was ready to deal with that woman. They are very dangerous. The two of them together is dangerous. Like if Aya come back or Malia come back, if all four come back together, right, they can be very dangerous. They can be dangerous to their families, dangerous to themselves, everything else. It's a lot deeper than Janae just breaking them from Nature Boy, right? Because Nature Boy is still in contact with them. Like, so, like, though she's done this thing, I know people's like, yeah, though she's done this thing, they're still chained to him. They're still chained to him. They have to break that chain themselves. They have to want to go. Right? Yes, Ephra is the most Manson to me. Yeah, she is. She is that vibe as well. Even when she's explaining certain stuff, she gets it wrong, but she continues. She knows it's wrong. She knows it's wrong, but she continues explaining it anyway. Exactly. Dangerous is the right word. Yeah, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Because when Fundi said it the first time, I didn't spot it like that. But as he continues to go through his time in jail, right, you see how dangerous they are. You see, it becomes more apparent how more and more dangerous they are. The way they go after Velvet, right? Velvet testified how long ago, right? Fair enough. Velvet is a whole something by herself. Like she is something else by herself, alone. She has Nature Boy energy on her still. I'm surprised she ain't gone to the Louisiana hoodoo priest or something and got that shifted. She has his energy. She is actually. He put word on her ages ago. He said that how she's going to continue making babies, or Tom, Dick, Harry, George, and Mill and whoever, right? And I feel maybe she broke it a little bit because I don't know. Well, I don't know if she's pregnant for Citizen or not right now. I ain't got no confirmation, but yeah, Velvet is a whole different energy by herself. A whole energy by herself. She is like she's always had a fighting energy in her. Yes, she has. But then she puts it to the wrong direction. You know, there is people like that. They just have that anger, that uncontrollable anger. They like she's vulgar, but yeah, she's vulgar on so many levels, but she does sexual stuff on screen, even on the Bigo. That's why, what's his name? Bigo did get taken down so much time. She does a lot of stuff. She's very sexual. So most of these girls in this cult are very highly sexual. Very highly sexual. Very, very. They can't control their below the waist. They can't control the she. They can't control her. It controls them. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's how it is with them. They're very highly sexual. He said it. She is living off the system with multiple baby dads. Yeah, she's doing it. Yeah, she is. That's why when Citizen was telling her that how she should go do more lives and blah 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 blah, she said she couldn't do it because she was trying to look after her children, but he's the boss. She can't tell the boss no.
And it's just like it's kind of uncanny to me that they don't understand what's really going on here. You can get the public opinion all you want, right? Get the public opinion all you want. It doesn't matter if people believe Natiri or don't believe Natiri, whatever like that. The point of the matter is his soul on the line. It's his redemption he needs to make, and it's his responsibility and accountability he needs to take, and not just his, but also yours, also y'all's.
This is the best piece of advice I've ever heard about.
My soul is secured. My soul is good. I have a good.
You're saying your soul is good and that, but look how long it took you to get to this point. It took you long to get to this point. I remember, I always remember the commentators used to, like, Natiri have had, shall I say, a lot of, including me, because I used to be mad with her. I used to be mad with Janae. I just used to be mad with her. For one, like, she will go to different men in power, like Dr. York, Yada. She was one of Yada's wives, and all sorts of things. She was doing the most, right? And then it's like, then she went to TKO to prove something to nature. She was like, yeah. She didn't care, but we can see, because like we're older, we can see what's going on and stuff like that. And then like she'll say, "Oh, people's coming after me," and but she was like in this thing where like she believes that she had to get validation and I need me a man kind of thing, and you know, fair enough, she got the baby now, but she ain't got the man now because Solar is not that man. He's not it. But it's like she was trying to get, like, by being around certain men, she wanted to be like on top. Because I believe that's what happened with Nature Boy's situation when she wanted to become the queen. So she wanted to be on top as well, but he kind of dissed her in front of thousands of people, I think, and I think that also hurt her as well. She do love Solar, but I also think she loved Nature Boy a little bit, because if you look at old videos of them together, it's very full on. It's not like, you know, but I'm going to try not to hold her past against her, because I see she's a little bit coming away from it a little bit. There's nothing wrong with her wearing the all-seeing eye or whatever on her top. That's none. She does products and all sorts of stuff, so I get it. She's got a market for it, so she's marketing herself and whatever else she's doing. Yeah, even me, it took me a long while to listen to this girl too, because she used to get on my nerves. She would come out here and she'll be, Soda would do a some madness, and then she'll come on here and she'll be like she'll tell the story. She'll tell it. And then you'll be listening, and then you're thinking, why didn't you just walk away? But like, you knew this man wasn't for you in the first place. It's quite clear to see he wasn't for her in the first place. Solar, literally, I feel he liked Zoka more. Zoka probably Velvet, and I feel when he got the chance to get with Velvet, he took it with both hands. So if Velvet tomorrow says, okay, I'm free now, whatever, or she somehow decides to take Solar back on, he'll run over there. It's only because that guy looks a little bit like Nature Boy and he's got Nature Boy energy. Why? Well, I mean, I've been hearing that they broke up, but I don't even know if that's true, because she hasn't confirmed it. So I'm just like, I'm waiting for the confirmation on a few things. Yeah, she was with. So she's a cult hopper. Yeah, that's what Fundi used to call her. After TKO, she went to King Musa in Chicago and turned into a prostitute. Yes, which is what she said to Nature Boy. She said I was prostituting and stuff like that. So to me, yeah, like I'm listening to her now, and I mean, I know I keep repeating myself because I was like, oh, okay, she's coming out of her phase. Well, the next thing she needs to do now is kick Solar one side and just raise her daughter. That's what she needs to do. Just kick you one side out of any man you can have apart from Solar.
The repertoire with God. I have good karma with God. Whatever I decide to do and to say, know that God is helping me with it. Don't worry about my soul. Worry about yours. I got a beautiful text message. That was amazing. Okay, good. Let go of the lies. Just like God says, they refuse to let go of the lies. Yeah, it's because they would have to admit the truth themselves. They will also are worded. This man is not somebody to be revered. And that's all I really got to say, honestly. The whole other stuff that they got going on, talking about, it's just redundant. It literally is. And I didn't have to do this, but I don't want to. I really do. And no one's going to stop me from doing this, from speaking or anything of that nature, because y'all tried to before. And look where that ended up, me and y'all. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. The whole oh my God. And it's sad because these women are also practicing their inner hatred or inner dislike for me by doing this as well. And it's sad because I was never fake when I was in carbonation with them. I loved them. They know me. But they claim to say these things online like she's this, she's that, she's that. All right, whatever. You want to believe that, but if you want to truly see me for who I am, you would know who I am. These girls need to understand that they need to let go to make his life better. They're not making him look any better. They make it.
Well, didn't I just now say that, Gav? I just now said that. I said that. They gotta let go of him. He ain't gonna let go of them. He knows why he's got them chained to him right now, right? Right? I just now say that, and you come now later on and repeat it because I can't remember whether I watched this all of it or not. I just now say that, and you come now and you just repeated what I just said. But let her continue because I don't want to repeat myself. Can't repeat myself.
Making him actually look worse. The condition that they're in is making his situation 10 times worse. The way they look is making him look 10 times worse. And this is just me coming from a point with my North Node and Scorpio, the one that really want to help people, that's here to heal people. And my spiritual insight, y'all better let go before you need to let go. And it's
No, quite a few people's already warned already. They warned. Quite a few people spiritualist. Oh, no. Hold on a minute. Boy, they always call you in the morning, innit? These flipping people. Oh, man, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't even know. I'm going to try not... If I have to come back and put this in 2 parts, I think I've got to change the thumbnail because I think I got it wrong. I know they came after her, though. People can correct me because I'm going to see if I can find the video where they spoke about it because she ain't talking just off her chest. They really did come after her. They really, really did come after her, and they keep coming after her. So I feel she's just putting it all in perspective for them. But they ain't gonna listen to you. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I stammer a little bit. But they ain't gonna listen to you. You know.
It's not me saying, trying to help y'all to let go because I want him to be alone and in his world. Da, 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 da. His in his chart, he's supposed to be alone. He's supposed to isolate. But y'all are hindering that. He's supposed to isolate. Get to with God. Get right with God. He needs to get right with the goddess. The goddess is what did this.
Meet Dean. He's been trying to figure out trading.
I'll tell you for a fact. Oshun did this to him.
No, it's all of the Orishas, because he played with all the Orishas. He played with all of them. All of them. Remember the time when, okay, Phoenix will remember. I think she's been around a long while. When he went on the live with Sinetta and he called them Orishas and stuff like that, and all that, and he was doing a lot of stuff. It's not just Ocean alone, right? Right? I noticed she refers, people always refer to Ocean. Ocean's not the only Orisha. There's 360 of them or more, right? People always talk about the base ones. They don't talk about the other ones because there's more, okay? All right? And she do refer to Imeji, right? But she calls them Ibeji, the Imeji, right? The twins, right? He needs to talk. He needs to go and beg all of them forgiveness because he used all of them in vain, right? Because that time when he turned up on Sinetta with them all dressed in white, because people just seems to think, yeah, the Orishas is like this, like this, like this, like this. No, they're not like this, like this, like this, like this. Right? It's not like, it's like dealing with Kali or Lakshmi or, you know, it's only because it's trending and stupid. I used to, oh boy, I think I might have to do another video about this trending thing, because there is a trending thing that goes on, because the true followers of the Orishas and stuff like that, the true ones, yes, now people's putting stuff online about them and blah 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 blah. It's a lot more deeper than that. You know what I mean? It's a lot more deeper than that. Even this channel being called Ocean, right? Called Ocean is Ocean with a H, right? That's how they call her into the traditional worship, right? Is something he played with all of them. Even Solar, oh, well, I'm a son of Ocean. No, you're not. You're not. All right? Because they shine from inside out. I have a friend and she's actually a daughter of Ocean. Real talk. And she is that. And I've seen people who look exactly like her, who's just like her. They're not sexual women. They're not sexual women. They're just beautiful, but they have other strings to them. You know what I mean? Some of them have been through a whole lot of stuff. And you cannot just mention one particular one. Yes, she is the most popular one. Yes, she is. She's very popular. Ocean's popular. But what really pees me off with certain stuff, how people deal with Ocean, is like they take her name for joke. And I can say that because I didn't choose my channel name. Like I said, she chose the channel name, right? I didn't choose the channel name. My channel was called Cosmic Connections Therapy in the beginning because I was doing self-employment business. Then I got involved in the look at me part of the thing. And then there's Ishay Shay. So anybody who mentions Ishay Shay and they mention it a certain way, and they are very deep, they're very secretive. They don't just come on here and do it for show, blah, 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 and that's it. No, they don't. It's very deep. So when you're talking about him doing that, because you went over there and you showed him about the Orishas, and he decided, oh yeah, okay, because it's trending, I'm going to take on the Orishas. And the all of the Orishas messed him up, Eshu included. Eshu is the worst one to get on the wrong side of. The worst. And he is depicted in one of the Brazilian movies, and he is very much like that. He will mess you up. Right? They will mess you up. Sorry, I just had to go into my spiel. You know, when it comes to certain stuff, because I know people actually do these arts and they don't take this for joke. It's like you can't just fling out the name. You can't just fling out like Ocean. She do what she gotta do. If Ocean feels okay, Yemi, this channel should not be there, she will take my channel. She'll make YouTube do whatever they gotta do, and it will be gone. Like the last one, it was gone, right? And now it's trying to come back. The other channel's trying to come back. I just don't know how to bring it back. That's it. I don't know what to say to them, so I haven't brought it back. So she really chose the name. She chose it. It changed by itself. Like even things that I deal with, I know for a fact I'm in line with her sister more per se than Ocean. Right? But at the same time, right, if you don't have a bigger understanding of what's going on, right, you will fling out her name. But it's what she says. Yeah, it's what she says. Okay, let me let it play, okay? Let me let it play. If you need to go, please make a post about when you go live again. Oh, yes, I will, Phoenix. Because I'm trying not to be on here too long, you know? They are so unaware of all the Orishas. Yes, even the Winty, you know, Winty and the Orishas all married together. They're kind of the same, but different at the same time. Winty, there's Mummy Water. People play with Mummy Water and they're thinking they're playing with Ocean, and by this time they're playing with Mummy Water. They don't even realize what they're doing sometimes. Even we in the West get it wrong because we believe, okay, Ocean is just beauty, and there's so many strings to her. There's so many lanes to her. There's so many pathways to her. She's not just one. And he thought it was one way. Now, Fundi breaks it down excellent how his demise happened, I believe, because I listened to a couple people. Fundi broke it down excellently, brilliantly. He had the whole spell going on. He was also playing with Kabbalah. He was also playing with Buddhism. He was also playing with a few of them. I think I even did a video on one of them because I don't take things for sport. I don't play for sport. Like I said, I'm a rigid person. I'm rigid naturally sometimes. When it comes to certain things, I'm rigid. So because I've been around people, I don't say I know, but I've been around people who actually do these arts. They don't do these arts for joke. And Natiri, went to Haiti. I don't know where she got initiated in Haiti. That's why I find it funny that she's mentioning Ocean. I thought she would mention a Haiti goddess because she got initiated in Haiti. I think at one point she went down there. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. But anyway, when you're talking about Orishas is a whole. It's a whole. It's a whole. There's not one without the other. Right? Ocean, I think she is either with Shango or Gun. So, like, you know, when you see certain things happen, you say, oh my gosh, that. Right? And the priest will say, yeah, So what you're saying, he messed with all of them. He didn't mess with just one. He messed with all of them. He just didn't know the names. Yeah, right? He messed with the crossroads. He messed with the water. He messed with the lake. Because he was doing craziness. He was shitting on Mother Earth. Right? He was doing crap on Mother Earth. Right? Right? And they are all in constellation with the same. They're one of the same. They're one of the same. It's like the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. There's not one without the other. They're all together. Right? Ocean is one of the most popular ones. She's the baby of the Orisha. She is the baby. She literally is she's the youngest one. But people always gravitate to her because of her sexual things. She's more than sex. She's more than everything else. She's more than a lot of things. Even my friend did a whole breakdown on her. She's more than everything. You get on you go on the wrong side of her, she dry up the whole place, or she'll wash the whole place away. That's her. Right? So when you come to know her, right? Even I know when I went to the water, that time when I filmed the water, and I played with Ocean for a little while. I played with her for a little while, right? Even though I know her. I've probably been to the water enough times. But this particular day, I can't remember. I went there. And she do show you who she is. She'll show you. The next couple of days, the whole of that part where I was, there was the water rays, but they said it was the moon. I don't believe it was the moon, because I think that is it's a lot, like, you know, I didn't go to feed. I didn't give her what I supposed to give her. And I did say when I go down there, I'm gonna, you know, but obviously it's in a public place. You know what I mean? So if you are a devotee of Isheshe, Lukumi, whatever, you will have a bigger understanding. These people are playing with these things and they think it's joke. You can't play with these things. You can't play with these things. And they will take you to the people who really is about that life. So, yeah. So by you saying, oh, Ocean, no, it's all the Orishas that dealt with Nature Boy. Nature Boy thought he can play with anything and get away with it. He even called a whole demon one time on the live. When I researched the thing that he called, and that demon was around for 48 hours that day. That demon was around. He did a Kabbalah, and he was saying the thing. He was enchanting it. And I went to Nosy Bitch at the time. And as the things coming into being, the cameras was playing and everything else was getting all misty. And, you know, who have eyes to see, let them see. That's what my grandma said. Who have eyes to see, let them see. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. Because you see it. You even see it. He glitches. He was glitching a lot on screen. And when I'm talking about glitching is when things will enter him and you will see it. Then when you've been watching him for a while, you yourself will get mad. You'll get mad. You'll be mad. You don't even know why the hell you're mad. Just watching him. Because whatever he took on, you'll feel it through the screen. And I used to warn the people looking at him. I used to say to them, you know what, right? You guys better protect yourself when watching that idiot. Because he will take on things that is nothing of him. Or nothing about him, because he didn't know who he is. I believe he didn't know who he is. He didn't know because he was adopted and all sorts of stuff was going on. His story is very crazy. So he took on this stuff. That's why when he turned up on Cyanetta and they're all dressed in white, he believed that's how in his mind, that's how he tried to depict a picture from online. And you can't depict him like that. Like, you know what I mean? It can be a normal person. You don't know. So that's my little rant for the day. But yeah, she did go to Haiti. So I'm surprised she didn't talk about a Haitian goddess or something else or whatever. I just believe the reason why you also put charges on him is because when you said that you slept with Solar, and he got mad and he made you look shame on screen, and you went and you charged him, and I believe he did do what he did to you. I believe that. I believe it, because he's always said, like, if a woman don't get to you, you have to take it. He's always said that.
You're gonna fuck with a child of Oshun, abuse her, essay her, and don't get repercussions.
So why didn't you just say, hold on, let me see my mic's on. Why didn't you just say daughter of Oshun? Most of them say, I'm a daughter of Oshun. I'm a daughter of Oshun. Or people will see it on you. Sometimes, right, you don't even have to say it. They will just see it. They will just see it. So I don't know why you say that.
Go, y'all need to really research who Oshun is. And I'm saying this honestly. Research who Oshun is and what her wrath is. And it's like, to me, it's common knowledge. To me, it's common sense. But I need to explain this spiritually to people via them.
This spiritual thing gets on my nerves. Do you know, you can tell when a person's not grown. They have so much to prove to people. So much. Some people will come online, i.e. Master Fundi Fee, for one. There's quite a few of them, but I use her because I know she's the one that everybody knows. Some people naturally have certain stuff inbuilt in them, and you can see it as soon as you look at them in the screen. Some people kind of have it in them, but it's how they come over. Fundi is one of those where she looks like, I always called her the lady of the bayou, because when I look at her, she reminds me of those old bayou ladies. Wise lady, a wise woman. She has this knowing in her eyes. When you look in Fundi's eyes, as much as she plays around when she's ready and she does a little bit of madness, if you look in Fundi's eyes, it's like she's somebody that's returned, right? When I look into this one's eyes, I don't see that. She's still a baby. She's a baby in certain stuff. You can see she's a baby, right? There's some people who will automatically come on here and channel like crazy, and they don't even realize they're channeling. By this time, they're just chatting and da 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 da. This lady, yes, what she says is right. Yes, Ocean do have a raft. She don't play and she don't do certain stuff. Yes, she does, but so does many others. Mummy Water took Chief Amanji out. Mummy Water. Right? He got initiated under Mummy Water. He wanted to be greater than her, and she took him out. Right? So, when you are talking or dealing with certain things, it's not just research alone. The thing is, right, you need to go to people who actually know of these energies, so you can know, okay, I went to an ocean festival, and when the Iami was doing her thing around the road, specks of water came, but it was blue outside. Like, this is the West. Specks of water. It was blue. The sky was blue. There was no rain, nothing. Right? She will let you know, yeah. She don't hide. It goes the same for Legba. They don't hide. They'll be in the West as well with the children, because remember, the people came over here bringing forth their stuff, which was called heathen. They used to call it heathen, but now all of them are jumping on it now. They're all over there practicing Haitian voodoo and blah, 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 blah. And they're the same ones whose ancestors used to call it heathen. but they're part of it now, right? Even though they're saying it's universal, sometimes they say it's universal, but I'm trying to come around to that thinking. But in my mind, I believe it's your line that calls you. Your line that calls you, right? So you'll meet certain people and then you'll be like, wow, I met blah, 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 blah. They put that in place so you can know, you can learn, right? So, and I know for myself, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. They've kept me in my house for days. I couldn't come out for days. And that's isolation. When you're in isolation, practicing stuff in isolation, literally, you don't have to come on and say to the whole of everybody, yeah, well, this no. You know, we know people, especially West Indian children, I can say Caribbean children, people. We grew up in an atmosphere where myths and legend, mythology is all around us. It's like Africa. Myth and legend, this and that is all around you. It's literally all around you. Doppy, this one, all around you. So we will recognize straight away what sometimes we see it in people, but we don't recognize it straight away. But then if a person talks a certain way, we will pick up on certain things, right? Because they say knowledge is power. There's some people who already know it because they've seen their parents do certain stuff as they come up. And they will see them doing certain stuff. And they'll be like, what is my mum doing? The mum's doing the arts. They're doing the science. In Jamaica, they call it the science. Right? It's deep. It's deep. Even my friend from Suriname, when she talks about certain stuff, when my friend from Suriname talks, when I used to go to my friend's live and she used to talk about certain stuff, and me and her connected on that but when I look at her, it's like I'm looking at my sister. She looks like me a little bit, I suppose, in face. When I look at her, I say, oh my God, you got my nose. But then later when I come to find out that Trinidad is on the skirts of certain stuff, Trinidad, Guyana is on the skirts near Suriname and blah, 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 blah. You get to learn, you get to see, you get to understand the music, you understand. It's a whole pyramid. So, yeah. But like I said, my channel's not called Ocean as a ply, as a, I'm going to call it Ocean. No. Ocean, she chose the name. If she wants to take this now, she can take it because of what I put on it. So yes, sometimes I do a little whatever on it, but sometimes I get back to the real and I talk about the real stuff because that's who she is. She's for women and children. She's about justice first. So when I see certain women doing certain stuff, i.e. Janae, I was mad. You can hear it in my videos how mad I was with Janae. I was mad with her. One, she's Jamaican. I said, but wait a minute. You're Jamaican. You should be able to tap into your own stuff sometimes. Even as sometimes I'm quiet and I can be a certain way when I'm at home, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to certain stuff, I don't play with it. Like I said, once again, when it comes to certain stuff, I don't play. Just because I don't be on here talking about certain stuff, it doesn't mean to say I don't know what's going on. And I'm always intrigued to see other people, how they do stuff too, because that I love that. I'm a curious George. I am literally a curious George. I'm curious. My curiosity sometimes takes me to places and I'll be like, oh, wherever. And even if I am late finding out, I don't even care that I'm late finding out because I always think, okay, well, maybe you're supposed to find out. You just found out late. That's it. That's how I look at it. Fundi is wise and educated, and these girls watch videos on YouTube and think they are Yes, you can't just watch videos on YouTube and think whatever. Yes, it can help you. It can be the basic, but then you still got to go to the teacher. You got to be the novice. Like me, as old as I am, I still got to be a novice to certain stuff. Like, even when Blanco used to come on here and talk, and I will always call her name. I know, like, she would say, people call my name. Yes, I will call her name. But it's good. It's interesting. I always find it interesting. Like I said, like, there's some people you can even tell who they are. You can tell. Like, it's something. There's something about that person. They're not normal by no means. They don't come on here normal. They won't come on YouTube normal. Right? They will be different. There will be something extrovert about them. They ain't got nothing to prove to the world. They ain't got nothing. They're just there. When you see them there, that's the same way they stay. That's how they are. Right? And they just give off this kind of aura about them. They have an aura or something about them. And you say, oh. And then you just watch and you see. And you just say, oh, okay. Or they say something, you think, oh, okay. So, yeah. About child of Oshun is daughter of Oshun. That's how they normally say it. She ain't been around the right places, the right community.
That you just don't do those type of things and get away with it. If you want someone to repent, let him repent. Let him get on his knees and beg the goddess for mercy, because she is a goddess of second chances. But I don't know if he can get out of this one. This was all on him and his karma because of what he did to Maisha. Made a deal with God. Said, God, if you get me out of this, let's remember what happened. If you get me out of this, I will not hit women ever again. What happened?
Yes, he made that pledge. He made that pledge. He didn't have to make it with God. He made it with the universe, the Womiverse, and everything else with it. But he's one of them. He can't keep his hands to himself. He was always a abuser. Right? He would never have kept that promise. He'll never have kept. He said that so that he can stay out of prison or jail or wherever. But it soon catched up on him. It ain't about making pledges to God and the universe and blah 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 blah. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, that way I think you're wrong on that one.
And what happened to your deal with God? What happened? You escaped life once. You thought you was gonna escape life again by being a manipulator and an abuser to women that you said you wasn't gonna do. You made that promise and you broke it. The covenant's over. You're in jail. You're put away for a reason, my guy. But we spiritual. But we making deals with God, but breaking them. Come on, man. It's common knowledge and common sense at this point. Even if I was the conduit, he was gonna get this coming for him.
Ain't got nothing to do with you being the conduit to anything. He would have cocked up anyway. You would have cocked up anyway. If it wasn't you, it would have been with somebody else. Okay? Plus, he's been beating Velvet for so long. He was beating Velvet for a long time. Not just that time. He beat her when Civil was around. He beat her before that. Right, even Maisha, she forgave him. That's what she did. She gave in to him and she forgave him. She thought that he was going to change. Right? So you can't bring that up as a thing. I mean, you can use it as an example. Yes. You can use it as an example. You can say, yes, he did say he promised. But he promised to Maisha he was not going to hit nobody again. Or am I wrong? I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know. But that's what I remember. Okay? I can't, yeah, I'm going to go and look at Hood Therapy's beginning of it and see if Hood Therapy talks about that. Hood Heroes, Hood Horrors, we call them. Every other name but his blinking name. Because he made a promise to Maisha. He made a promise to the womb. Right? Maisha is the one who brought forth his son Osiris. And he beat her so bad that night. He got drunk because his weakness is he drinks too much and he does a little something, something. And what happened is that how he beat her so much she blacked out. That when the policewoman came to see her, when they called out the police, right, she looked at her face and she almost cried. And when she take him to the courts, or when he was about to go to jail, Maisha, I think he said to Maisha, no, I ain't gonna do it again to you, baby. You know what I mean, going, I ain't gonna do it to you. And Maisha was the one who wrote to whoever and got him out of that. Otherwise, he would have been there, right? Because the way how he beat her, her eye was so, she was swollen all around her face. Her two eyes was closed. He made a pledge to the womb, right? And what happened now is that how he broke the pledge to that womb, because she is the foundation of all this before he got to you. Then he kept beating Velvet. Velvet even black out. Don't even remember that she black out. So you can say, yeah, he made everything to God. But remember, they were saying the black woman is God. He made a pledge to a black woman. He said, I ain't going to do it again. Right? And he broke that promise. And they kept giving him chances on chances on chances on chances on chances on chances. And then maybe he did, maybe the Orishas itself, even they saw he was no good. Maybe the Orishas could be anything, because remember, he was playing with a lot of things. A lot of things. That's why this happened. And you being who you are, you went and you put charges on the guy. I could be wrong.
Mom, my beautiful love, text me. He was gonna get this comment, even if I was a conduit. But he just fucked with the wrong one. He fucked with the wrong one. Oshun's Obeji. Abeji, excuse my language. Abeji.
You see, Meji. Darling, say it right. Imeji.
I'm a twin. Daughter of Oshun. Well, come on. Like, it's not even just me.
The twin spirit is different to ocean spirit. You can't, it's not the same. They're two different things. Anyways, I know you were going to go there today, right? Let me start teaching today, okay? Let me start pulling up information and blah, 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 blah. Okay? I don't want to be here till 12 o'clock. Because every time I do a live, it ends at 12 or 12. I think it's 12 or 11 o'clock or something like that. But don't let me go down that today. Can't do that one today. It's Imeji. When the diviner is reading and they get two cowrie shells either facing up or facing up, they say Imeji. Yeah, they're twins. Yeah, they are. They are twins. They are twins. Twins mean blessings. But you can't use that. Can't use it. Okay? You can throw that one out. Come again, please.
Me, he did this too. He did it to many men and women, daughters of Oya, Oshun, sons of Oshun. Like, it's, and he mocked the Orishas.
My thing is, right, though you're saying all this, right, he would have got penance long time ago. They would have got him long time ago. You're referring to the Orishas and you're looking all the way around. You're not sure of the information what you're spouting. When I reason with people about Orishas and I reason with them, because I've had moments where I'll be reasoning, I'll go to certain places and all that, and I ask questions. because I want to make sure I'm right. I don't want to be wrong. Can't mention, oh yeah, what he did. He shat on Gaia, Mother Earth. What is the woman? Mother Earth. She produces children. The land itself, when you put a seed, it's like a man inseminating a child into a woman. So the seed take time and grow like a baby, because when you look at the baby in the body, the placenta, the way the baby is made, it's like a seed growing, and the baby shaped a certain way, and you can see all the thingies around it, apart around the sac, and you have to there's a science to everything. He shat on Mother Earth. He's been doing it for a long time. Even Mother Earth herself had enough. She kept spitting him out. I think at one point she kept spitting him out. It's been ongoing. It's been a long time coming. Like I said, if it wasn't you, it'd be someone else.
On live Sonetter. But the Orishas wasn't going to come for him? The spiritual forces that backed all of us wasn't going to come for him?
No, how they was backing them? They weren't backing them.
Make it make sense.
He was playing with other
Do
stuff.
you have unwanted gold jewelry?
So he was playing with other stuff. It's not just Orishas.
And get a top offer in under.
So to help y'all out, make sure he gets on his knees, repent, pray, accept his flaws, accept what he's done, and really genuinely, truly apologize for it.
You can't just apologize. He's got to do a lot more than that.
Follow the lead of being a good person.
You will never
and
be a good
understanding
person.
Where he went wrong. Get right with God. Say, I did this wrong. Proclaim it. I was wrong. You were a leader in our community, quote unquote, but you was doing the wrong thing. So that means we're following you do the wrong thing. You were supposed to be the chosen.
No, only you believe that. I didn't believe that.
Uplifted. Pass the baton. Someone else is going to have.
Okay. She's peeing me off now with her answer. Okay. You're peeing me off a little bit. You're really peeing me off. You're rocking me the wrong way. You was around the conscious community. You should have learned a lot more than what you're saying now, for one. Right? You should be saying a lot more. Actually, you shouldn't even be referring to anything. You should just talk. Don't refer to Orishas. Don't refer to anything. Just talk. I think I would like you both if you just talk. Because all this referring... none of them, I bet you none of them have been read to know that they are this or they are that or they are this or they are that. And he can't just get rid of it like that. He can't just pray. It's not like Christianity. You can't just pray and say, oh, forgive me, blah, blah, blah. It don't go like that. You got to do a lot more than that. You got to do a lot more than that. A lot more. Right? I ain't going to go into it on there because those who know. I ain't going to even go into it. I've seen it being broken down, certain stuff. I ain't going to go into it. But he would have to go to the right people, and he can't do it if he's in prison. All right, he ain't gonna do it. One he's in isolation. He'll never be able to do what he's got to do to get right with. So it could be whatever removed, whatever's on him, whatever. That ain't gonna happen. All right, he's still got them girls under a spell, or whatever they're under. So I don't know. I'm going to try not to say that and I'm going to let it play, okay? I'm going to try not to jump in. But she's peeing me off right now. She's peeing me off.
I have to show how it's done. Someone else is going to have to be that powerful leader for their community now because you couldn't do it. You relapsed. You got consumed.
Sorry, I have to stop it again. This is the problem with Black people. We are looking for a leader when we ourselves are the leader of ourselves. You don't need to be you need to be a community, some type of community, but you have to make sure that that community is for real. People get egos, all sorts of things, blah, 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 blah. No, you can't say that. Oh, yeah, we're like, you was the leader of the community. So what are you saying? Well, you're going to be the leader of the community. Anyways, let me just stop. Anyway, please comment in the comment section and tell me I'm wrong. One of the bad things about us as a people, we look for leaders in everything. Yes, it's good to have icons and blah, 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 blah. But we look for leaders. This is why the Umar Johnsons is born, the Polites is born, and the whoever is born, because we're looking for someone to lead us. What about you leading yourself? You need to lead yourself. You, a woman, there's this thing in Nation of Islam that they used to say, I think it is right, you nurture a woman, you teach a nation. I think that's how it goes, right? Women, it's like they look for these men, and then they come across these men, and man, I was hoodwinked a couple times too myself, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But at the same time, I'd be damned if I have to be led again. It's good to be a part of a community. Sometimes I stay on the outskirts of the community because I'm very about certain stuff because I've seen what happens. I've even seen it happen online, and I see how people can manipulate people, and I don't want to be manipulated. I want a mind of my own. I want to be able to talk how I talk. I don't see why I should talk a certain way to be accepted in a group. Right? And even if I do say certain stuff, because there's little phrases you pick up when you're going through certain journeys, and when you've been in and out of journeys, you pick up certain stuff and you drop them and then whatever. But at the same time, do you want to be led? No, you don't want to be led. I mean, like, we already get dictated to on a daily basis by the government on a regular basis and all that stuff. And you sometimes, right, you don't want to be led. Sometimes, right, some people are natural leaders within themselves, but they don't realize they are leaders. Don't need a leader to lead you anywhere, right? Like, the numbers of times I listen to people and they stop me doing certain stuff because I was leading myself after a while. So you become that leader of your own destiny. If you're supposed to be you be the. If you're supposed to be a teacher, you teach. If you're supposed to be you're the. If it's you're not supposed to be led by anybody, right? Village is nurses, teachers, lecturers, right? A whole village could look anyhow, but they always have to have the certain ones as well. You can't have a head. Yes, you can have a leader to a certain extent, but the leader's got to be a certain way so that he can lead his people into victory and not into death. Because that's what Nature Boy's done. But at the same time, right, do you really need a leader? Can you not just lead yourself? I'm done now.
Nature Boy got consumed by the devil, got consumed by demonic energy, frequencies, lower vibrations, and you didn't even try to get yourself out of it. You kept going lower and lower to the point where you started confusing yourself with who you are by making these personas and
you do personas
having
too.
Sex with transsexual men, having sex with anyone who came in and knowing that you were
Okay, Medea's gonna be mad at me now. Do you know what? I think I should stop it because Medea and Lisa says, well, it's not gonna like me. What I have to say about this girl right now, they ain't gonna like me. Do you know what? I'm gonna stop my live right now because I'm not gonna make it run into 12 o'clock. Right? She makes some good points. Yes, I give her that. You make some good points, but the points you make, you're contradicting yourself, love. You're contradicting yourself, right? Janae, if you're in the clouds, girl, I need to talk to you. I need to have a face-to-face talk to you because you left the whole cult, right? And it's sometimes when you talk, I still can hear a little bit of something. You've been through all this, you've been through the charges and all that and all that and all that. Some things you just don't entertain. You don't have to entertain shit. You don't have to entertain nothing. You don't have to entertain that. Even the Manson's girl, you give them the answer, but you have to answer them in such a way where either they kind of come back and tell you nothing. The Manson sisters, the way you have to answer them is so when you answer them because they are not in the real world. Nature Boy is not a leader. What happened is that Nature Boy he's a grifter. There you go. He's a grifter, right? Even I did a video on the same thing, how he grifted the people because he made out it was an eco-friendly and it's spirituality. Because there's people in Honduras. There's a man in Honduras right now, and he does raw foodism, right? And he has a following, and people go over there and they learn how to eat and certain things. His name is Iris Lim, right? And what he's teaching, it continuously goes true. He's not just stuck in Honduras. He's not a teacher. He's not a leader. He's none of those. He saw a good hustle and he took it. And you and all fall for it. Because even Hood Therapy, when he talks about how you lot met and how you was following them online and blah, 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 blah. And then you met him and then you became one of his wives and then you left and then you came back, which I'm not saying that people cannot listen to teachers. No, because you need, even in the Shaolin monk situation, they have teachers and then they have the novices. You have to start from below before you can be on top. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. Sometimes I Google, I swear, people be looking at me like I'm great. I know some things, and some things I like to make sure that I know that is correct. That's how I like to deal with certain stuff sometimes, Like, I'm like that sometimes. I love learning. That's one of my things. I love learning. I love it. I embellish that. I don't mind being underneath a youngster. I would listen. I'll be the novice and I'll listen to them because some youngsters know more load than me. And you cannot, because a man have charisma. Yes, I've been taken by a man who have charisma as well. But then when you come to realize who he really is, that all goes out the door. You don't see. You just see another lost whatever. You cannot say, oh, yeah, right, you're supposed to be the teacher of us, and blah, 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 blah. He never was a teacher in the first place. Heck, you can learn more from Fundi, Sol Amma, who else? Amira, can't remember. There's so many others. I wouldn't say go to Sinetta to learn anything. No. Sinetta is not the place to learn. Even though Captain Cesariot, because he's part of the Hebrew Israelites, so the Hebrew Israelites don't have a good reputation. But at the same time, no, you need to lead your own self. Nzinga led her own self. Queen Nzinga, and there's Queen Nzinga, another one. She's another one. I think she's from Congo. I think it's the same one, right? But she's from Congo, right? She led her people. She didn't want to be led. She became the leader instead of being led, right? There are many leaders amongst us, but there's power struggles and craziness like that. And blah, blah, blah. crab in the barrel syndrome that goes on amongst us, and that's what stops us from doing whatever sometimes. And even when you think that person is who they are, they're not. So you have to be aware of it. You cannot say, oh, well, like I need a leader and blah, 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 blah. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to come off of here, right? Because I'm going to go into speech mode, and I don't want to go into speech mode. I don't want to make it about a speech. It's about this. I might have to possibly redo my thumbnail again, because I think I'll just make it about Natiri for now. The Manson sisters is terrible, and they like to bring people out of themselves, and you can answer them and put them back in their box. You can do that, but you have to be around the right people where you can put that in such a way where they cannot come back and say anything about you after that without mentioning other things, because they said it was a spiritual journey. It was nothing spiritual about that, about what was going on in carbonation. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They said that they wasn't drinking. They said to Dianetta they weren't drinking and doing a whole heap of stuff. Well, we clearly see them drinking, partying, listening to drill music and all that. There's so many conscious artists out there. Why would you be listening to that type of music? He basically was like going on like he's a gangster and all sorts of stuff going on with him. That's why I'm glad when Medea does bring up what he was charged with, the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Because that paperwork is very important. They cannot come back and say whatever. The most they can say is, oh, well, is thingy persecution or whatever. They cannot come back. The paperwork. They keep talking about transcript. There's no the transcript, as Queen Throne said, which I said before. She said that how it will take ages for that, and they can't appeal it. I don't think they'll be able to appeal it anyway, because he's got 25 to life or something like that. He ain't gonna come out for now. But Natiri needs to come out, say something. Yes, I like how she broke her silence, but okay, I was a little bit hopeful just then, and now I'm just like, wow. But anyway, I'm gonna let her play. I might turn it off. If I turn it off, I'm gonna try not to say nothing. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it, and you can type in the chat.
Cancer energy, ascendant, moon, I believe, also can absorb energy just by intercoursing or being around them, being an empath or dark empath, and was absorbing the wrong energy, getting yourself all mixed up, confused, discombobulated, and leading people down the wrong path to make it make sense to why you're supposed to be free right now. You did that. Real bad. The Scorpio rising? I don't think so. I thought he was a Cancer rising. Anyway, still, even if it's a Scorpio rising, it's still water. Water absorbs. But we learning our chart though. we know astrology though, man. I'm not trying to mock it. I really not am. I really, what I want to do is just bring awareness to it so they can stop.
If you're over 45, don't even think about life insurance until you've heard this.
Just stop. Stop. You're not making it any better. You're saying for me to redeem my soul, or tell the truth, blah, 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 blah. Redeem your soul. Redeem yourself. You tell the truth. Everything that he had been a cause to, he needs to reflect on that, and they need to reflect on that. Meaning, he was the cause of Zoka baby's death. He was a cause because he made her do certain things. Zoka, if you, excuse my language, Jayon, if you want to free this man, you need to complain with what happened.
Why do they need to free him anyway? Let him stand where he is. Let him stay where he did it. They don't need to redeem anything. In fact, what them girls need to do is just come out of the whole cult. Come out of the whole cult get reprogrammed or whatever needs to be done, because they need deprogramming. They need a whole lot of work. They are like, as we said, Malia is so traumatized. You can see it blatantly on her. Zoka is traumatized. As much as she looks all nice and on the videos and stuff like that, there's a whole heap of things going on with Zoka. A whole heap of things, because she hasn't moaned her loss. Like, there was a lady, or one of the subs, I think Passion Lisa, talks about baby loss and stuff like that. A woman never recovers from that. Never, ever. Never, ever. Right? She needs therapy. She needs whatever. Because she went there so young. Her mind is warped. Her mind is warped. Even when she's talking, she'll be talking, but she's talking in poetic way. She talk like not poetic justice, but she talks very poetically, like she's in the 70s or the 80s when the Black Power movement used to have like speakeasies and different things going on, and you know, she likes to use the black man and and stuff like that. What you're talking now, you see, now I've learned about the incel movement. You talk like them. You twist up certain stuff. You use my act like it's a joke. So once again, you use things that you don't understand. My act is justice, and what's it right? She weighs, no, that's Anubis. Anubis is the one who weighs your heart against what the things you've done, and I think my act's the one who weighs, who's the weigher or whatever. Can't remember how it goes. It's been a long time, right? My Egyptian mythology's off, but they use a lot of things that they hear, a lot of what to call it. What I got to say. Thingy words, salad. What they use word salad. It's word salad. They don't know what they're saying half the time. They have this guy, they put on a Native American headdress upon him. And you got a Native American headdress. What's the next thing he used to do? Have American headdress and be playing African music or whatever. That's got nothing to do with none of those sides. But but like I said, when you're making a point to them, you need to actually say exactly what happened there and put them back in their box. Don't bother use spiritual rhetoric. No, just talk. Just talk and say, well, yeah, when he was there, A, B, C, D, when he was there, A, B, C, D, and through this, what happened? Because we can pull up stuff of him dealing with them in ways. I mean, even I can find videos of him abusing them, having them rub his feet, having them slap each other, having them against the wall, having them in the corner. You know, we could go on and on and on. You know, I could go on and on and on. But they are not going to break out of this. The only way they're going to break out of this is if Zoka goes into jail, which she is charged for certain. I think Efaru's got a charge on her for contraband or something like that. But, you know, I mean, yes, like I said, some of what Janae says is true. Some of the points is good, and some of the points are not good, because you don't need to use Orishas and your daughter of this and that and that and that. That's neither here nor there. You just make your point and take your ass off of the live. Right? And so they cannot contradict it. They cannot come back at you because it'd be online. People can replay it, and they cannot say, oh, That's why we like Medea for them paperwork. I think Lisa says what does the research. There's others too. because they're like candy men and men are like call them meme. But like they do a little bit. But it's like it's how you can squash the girls in their argument. Because you are their target. You're the one who got rid of their god. As far as they're concerned, you are the enemy. And you have to be able to deal with them without using certain stuff that was talked about in the cult. Astrology is good if it's done properly, navigated properly. It's good. I have a numerologist as well. I think Alexander. He's a great numerologist. But when it comes to real life, it's how it's dealt in real life and certain stuff, and they use astrology as a umbrella too much. I didn't even know she was Scorpio, to be honest. I didn't even care. I just was mad with her. What the things that Janae used to do. I used to be mad with her. I'm not mad. I'm not as mad at her now because like I see that she took charge of certain things. She did what Velvet didn't do, and that's what I rate her for. But at the same time, yeah, tell them. Yes, you tell them. But at the same time, don't bring in certain stuff. Try not to use cult rhetoric. You know, and you make it clear and precise and to the point, and you just put them in their place. This is where your Jamaican heritage come into play now, because you can put them in their place in such a way. Because Jamaican, when you step on a Jamaican person foot, they will tell you where your backside for your frontage, from your backage, from your left to your right is. I think even one time, I think I overheard Medea one day, and she went there. So you have to put them in their place in such a way so that they cannot come at you. And if you have a person that's near you, they will tell you the same thing, because you don't need to be online all the time to answer them back. You don't. You just answer them just once or twice, and then done, and move on, and go deal with yourself, and deal with your mind, and deal with your sanity. And that's all I want to say about it, really. But I might have to do a part 2 because she is kind of peeing me off a little bit, and I feel like I've got to change my thumbnail a little bit. I can't find their live. I don't know if anybody can find the live where they came at Janae, because I can't find it. I really can't. I've looked. Well, I'm not looking hard enough. I don't know. So I can show where they came at her, because yes, they come at her before, but they keep coming at her. But they say certain stuff while she's come out and she's talking now, because she's been quiet for a little while. I give her that. She's been quiet. She's not been like Velvet all over the flipping online or whatever. She's actually was quiet, and I give her that. That part I give her a bit of a pat on the back for, because I said to her to stay offline. I said that, and she didn't like it. They didn't like it when I said that. I know why I said it. And she stayed offline, and only now she come back. I mean, I think the only time she come online is to sell her stuff or her products or whatever, give update of how her life is going and blah, blah, blah. I don't think she does a lot like she was doing before. So I give her a bit of applause for that. But at the same time, yeah. But anyway, I am like a typical granny. I'll be repeating myself. So I'm going to come off. I'm going to change around I think I'm going to rethink my thumbnail. I think. I might have to add Velvet into this mix as well, because I know Velvet had to give them what for the other day too. So I will let you know when I'm going live again, because there is a lot within what she said, but some of the things, there is conversation for everything. Yeah. And everything is everything. As the elder Ras Evakuti will say, everything is everything. Yeah. So with that said, I will leave it right there, and you guys can comment in the comment section. You can tell me what you think about this whole thing. I really thought it'd be put to rest by now, but it ain't. But anyway, let me come off before 12 o'clock. Come catch me on here. And I'll see you later. Take care. Bye. Oh yeah, thank you, Phoenix, for coming, because you're already on the screen already. Thank you, Phoenix, for coming. And if you have stayed while I've waffled on a bit longer than I should have, I don't like to waffle. I try to stick to my belly's rumbling. I try to stick to the thing as much as possible, but you know, when it comes to certain stuff, I gotta be straightforward with it. I'm sorry. But I will come off and I'll see you guys in the next live, and we can have a conversation. And take care and have a good day. Be safe, whatever you're doing. Take care. Bye. Hi, Lisa. I'm just about to get off. I said I don't want to stay on here past 2 hours. I've done an hour and a bit, and I don't want to be on here 2 hours because I was on here long yesterday, I think. I don't want to be on here long. So I'm going to come off and you can watch on the replay, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.